Hassan, everybody! Welcome back into the Paper Plane Inn! I'm Mikoto Nui, and thank you guys for waiting for me to come back live. It is so good to actually see you guys here today. Did you guys eat well? Did you guys rested well? Did you guys have a good day at work? If not, I hope that today's stream will make your day a bit more brighter and better. But how is everyone doing today? Oh, Melanie, hi! I'm doing good. In fact, I am just happy for Steve, if you will. He took today off just so he could actually go through the effort on waiting and then finally assembled the new PC tower that he actually got for himself. It's fun. I mean, our tax returns had finally arrived since back on Friday, and he finally went through the effort on finding the right tower that suits the job thanks to our friends' help. And after some time and figuring on putting it all together and stopping by the store to get HDMI cables and whatnot, well, it took some time for him to actually put them all together, and blammo, there it is. He finally got himself a new tower, and he's finally putting it some games in there already to see what he could actually go and play, and now he's finally got something less to worry about. Yep, I slept well. I just finished eating oatmeal with brown sugar. Oh, that sounds really delicious. I think it'll also taste even more delicious if you add in some fruit and also a little bit of some yogurt in there. At least that's what I did for mine. By the way, Baldur's Gate 3's final patch has finally arrived. Oh, that means I had to find time to actually open up Baldur's Gate just so I could actually let that thing go, let this patch goes through. But I had a feeling that with whatever mods I had in mind, it will not possibly work out. I would be upset, man. Oh, Soulfire, hi! Welcome back. It's good to see you again. Okay, so as you guys can actually see in the tin below, we are going to be working on Patreon rewards today. And what better way to actually do that by kicking off the stream where we're gonna actually be working on a headshot that is for one of my recent pledgers, if you will, to tier 3. I might as well get this thing done squared away, so how about we actually go straight to the podium, if you will, shall we? There we go, everything is now back in order. So, we're going to be working on a new wanted poster, if you will. For those who actually want to figure this out, I have a Patreon. Oh no, is my keyboard acting up again? There we go. I have a Patreon which actually serves as a tip jar for me on the side because it actually helps turn the lights on, and it also helps improve my art. But anyway, I have a Oh, hi, Dave. Anyways, I have a Patreon which, wait a minute, I just remembered. Oh God, I forgot to turn off deafen in Discord. Oopsie.
Hello.
Hi, dear. I forgot to turn off the deafen. Huh? I'm not a goober, you big goober! Shut up! Anyways.
So, how are you two both doing?
I'm doing alright. Steve is actually ecstatic with finally getting to have his own tower, and finally is going to test things out with games that he selected. And boy howdy, did he selected a whole lot of games for this one.
Has he gotten to run through some stuff yet?
Well, he's currently testing out on Space Marine 2 as we speak.
Ah, okay, so it is up and running. Good to hear.
Honey!
I'm about to give it its first proper test.
That's good to hear. I imagine you must be ecstatic about finally being able to play Wilds alongside Mickey as well.
Oh, absolutely.
Finally, I can have my own Eric that isn't a goddamn twink.
Don't think I'll get you about Olivia's twink. He does a very good job.
No, he gets himself into trouble, if you will.
You could finally have your Monster Hunter meat sandwich.
Oh. Anyways, let me go ahead and actually go grab a Fwen, because we are actually going to be doing this I know we have a Patreon headshots that needs to be done, and trust me, that those sketches are ready to be are ready. But first, I need to actually work on a Patreon. Wow, I cannot hear Jack and squat. Okay, Golem, hold it. Oh no. Ugh. Okay, Golem, play music back to beginning. Increase volume to 20%. Thank you. I just took my anti-allergen earlier today. Why isn't it not working? Do I have to go get Allegra? I think I may have to get Allegra because the one I picked was an off-store brand, was a store brand version of Claritin. Ugh. Alright, now, let me go ahead and start getting Jay's assets prepared for this. Because we are going to be drawing it, because he's my recent pledger for Tier 3 in Patreon, and he wants me to draw out his hammer alongside with this. So, I am going to do the best of my ability for this. Okay, so...
Oh, I am out of practice.
Are you winning, hun?
Not at the moment. I am about to go down.
He'll be... Okay, he'll live. That's good to know. Yeah, he'll live. That's good to know. Okay, so... You need to take Zyrtec meds for allergies. It's either that or Allegra, which, those two ads have actually worked out the best for me. Okay, so... Okay,
I am so out of practice.
Don't worry, hon. You'll go back to the swing of things soon.
Like, I'm on one difficulty. I think it's one difficulty lower.
That and they've been through like 2 major patches, so chances are there's a whole bunch of different things that have changed.
Okay, so... Alright, now I need to work on Jay's eyes for this.
Boom. Bap. I'm going around with a thunder hammer, for the record. Because there's a new Space Wolf cosmetic thing. Apparently it just came out today.
And
Yes.
There's no axes, so a Warhammer for Eric will have to do.
how does it feel to finally be back as Eric proper, sweetheart?
It's something.
Something good, something bad. What?
I'll let you know when I get back in the swing of things.
Okay.
Gotta say, not a fan of that Vanguard skin though, although I've never been a big fan of any of the dedicated skins in Space Marine 2 so far.
Is it really that bad?
They're not bad, it's just they basically have 2 sets of DLCs that you can buy. One is, they call them chapter packs, which is effectively cosmetic packs for the successor chapters and chapter iconography specifics of each of the Loyalist legions. So, for example, this one was the Space Wolves, so it's mostly all of the Space Wolves and the Great Company iconography that's been made available, as well as a little bit of some few cosmetics that you can put on the regular Space Marine. But what they also have are effectively hero packs where you get a hero skin for a certain class. So this release they have 2 of them, because there was one hero skin with the Space Wolves pack, which is for the Vanguard, which has what I am going to stubbornly refer to as the furry helm.
We'll say I'm a fan of like the entire fit, except for the helm.
Yes, the furry helm kind of kills it. And then the other hero pack that came out today was Imperial Fists. So they call them champions. So this one was for the Tactical Marine. I just don't like the look of it, but I'm not a big Imperial Fists fan. I like some of their successes, but not the fists themselves. They don't draw that much attention from me.
Really?
Yeah, I was never much of a Rogue or Dawn guy. Like, I like Celestial Lions, but the fists themselves are kind of meh to me. They don't stick out that much. Although that could be said for many other chapters. And there was also the earlier Salamander's skin, where they gave the sniper the Salamander for some reason.
Which was really odd.
It is really odd, yes.
Why can't Alpha Legion have the sniper skin, if anything?
Because the Alpha Legion are a traitor legion.
Yeah.
What the girl we got there to play Alpha Legion?
Your Baja
It's
Blast
not-
Marines have their
No,
own multiplayer HUD.
I want to be that.
To be fair, there are Alpha Legion iconography already in the base game.
Yeah, you can
So you
essentially
can-
best cosplay.
You can cosplay as a Traitor Marine if you so wish, and you can dress up your Traitor Marines in their colors. So
Are you guys excited for Easter? Oh, I'm hoping
I
that
mean,
I'm kind of a little bit neutral-ish.
yeah,
I appreciate the Easter Friday holiday. I'll say that much.
I'm just hoping I would have time for some candy, dear.
I'll see what I can do.
Thank you.
Also, holy shit, like, I got my ass handed to me. That match.
Carcadons Carcarodons for life, says Lord Bluff.
For Space Sharks.
Fair enough.
Shark.
And you
Yes,
like me
they
with my
are. They are as enigmatic as their name suggests. They are literally a spacebound chapter that silently travels at the far-flung reaches of the Imperium, hunting the enemies of man, appearing out of nowhere, terrorizing the poor bastards who made the mistake of fucking with the Imperium and leaving about as suddenly. Oh yes, and their chapter master is literally the biggest fucking space marine you will ever meet, who isn't a Primarch.
I mean, look. Okay.
let me put it this way.
Elaborate.
This guy, you know your typical space marine, huh? Right? How big they are? Like, you know how
Yeah.
big they tend to be? Then there's a guy who is then you know about dreadnoughts.
Right.
This fucker is so big, he needs to have bits of dreadnought armor welded to his standard plate.
Okay. I know the average space marine is about 8 feet tall at best. 7 to 8 feet tall at best.
This guy would be able to look Gilliman in the eye.
How tall
Yeah.
is Rabuta Gilliman again?
10 to 11.
Fuck!
Yeah.
What are they
This guy
feeding
says
those guys?
This guy is as tall as our house, hon.
What are they feeding this guy?
He is literally built different, and that is by Space Shark standards.
Mm-hmm.
Holy shit!
Yeah, he's one of those 1 in a trillion space marines.
Also, I just realized I did change the difficulty down. I'm just ass at the game.
Oh dear. Well, you're gonna
Have you checked whether
lot
you're
to catch
using your
up.
upgrade the weapons?
Yes, I was. But now I'm going in as a standard assault marine, where I have nothing but purple shit on.
Dear, honey, do you got some explaining to do?
Purple shit. Honey, I'm currently dressed as a retributor, not one of Fulgrim's lackeys.
Ah, fair enough. Still can't believe that Kiza actually threw in Fulgrim and the Dirty Deeds.
That.
Still
It's not-
didn't.
I was certainly surprised.
Still didn't change my still didn't change my the position where Emperor's Children fall under my favorite list.
Where do they fall?
Okay, in my list of favorites, in my list of favorites, I'm going in order: Alpha Legion, Salamanders, Imperial Fisk, let's see, Blood Ravens, and Emperor's Children.
Okay.
Is it wrong for me to actually like Imperial, like the Emperor's Children? Possibly. Is it funny to? Is it funny? Is it for the sake of the funny to hear people's reactions? Absolutely. And face it, dear, you basically you're basically both of y'all are basically committed to someone who's basically Slaaneshi aligned, at least.
Yes, and we've been corrupted severely for it.
Okay. Oh, and on Easter candy, my goofball of a cousin sent me a chocolate bunny early. One of the giant ones that no doubt will be filled with smaller M&M-like chocolates when opened. Wait, really? They exist? They exist! They exist! I want to know this brand! I need it! I need this kind of chocolate bunny in my life! Oh, hi, Afton. God damn it, Afton.
What the?
I'm surprised you didn't get rid of it yet. I'm surprised.
I am gonna charge 20 gold for that glass window.
Here's 60.
Anyways, I'm currently working on the headshots for today, but I'm also working on but first I'm gonna work on this, because for those who are actually wondering where the handbaskets are, the headshots, oh, don't worry, I've already got them prepared. I placed them in, I drew them in Procreate last night to actually spare me some time, if you will.
Good.
It's just that I forgot on drawing Jay's poster and add that into the roster list. And you know what? That is entirely on me, because I am the goober of all goobers again. Hey! Hey.
Uber.
I know.
Okay, that's weird.
What is
Sometimes
it?
my grenade. Sometimes it doesn't throw my grenade. Sometimes it doesn't use. My inputs seem to be.
Are you playing Helldivers right now?
No. He's playing Space Marine 2.
Ah, yes, I just saw the update for that.
And he's now you're probably, but isn't it kind of a little bit have you noticed something a little bit peculiar, Afton, when I've mentioned that?
No.
Look.
Why?
Space Marine 2 is a chunky game. One in which
Yeah.
he should not be really playing in his laptop. How is this possible?
Oh. Actually, yeah, come to think of it. How is that even possible? Like, you tell me not to... Well, I would not do that because, well, I don't think mine would survive.
Well, someone finally got upgraded.
You got an upgraded laptop now?
On a laptop.
You got a PC now too, don't you?
Mm-hmm.
Nice. Well, that's
What
good
the
to
fuck?
hear.
No, I don't know.
Honey? Are you okay?
I don't know.
What is it? Listen.
I don't know. I'm just reacting at this point.
Oh,
Oh.
In the game, okay, okay.
In the game,
Oh,
you're worried.
I had a little bit of a heart attack in case something went wrong with Hildred.
Is that what you named the PC?
Yep.
Yeah.
I've actually. Oh yeah, I actually did name my PC. Come to think of it, I always keep forgetting I named devices as well.
I mean, look, I named I nicknamed my rig as Mag, and he names his as Hildred. Are we both Warframe nerds? Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, we are.
Yeah, like I call my PC, I call it Oranos, and my laptop Nucleus.
Okay, let's see.
I get very inspired by Mythos.
Retrofox, yes. Do you shed in the inn? Says Retrofox.
Is he asking me that?
Yes.
No, because why would I need to shed?
Well,
If
last
you're
last week Gremlin was sneezing up a storm.
Well, to clarify, I only shed when the seasons change in either winter or in summer.
Or when you
But-
don't bathe.
I do bathe, thank you very much.
You sure it's not JC?
I mean, it's spring, and he should start be shedding. I mean, and we do got folks who are a little bit on the furrier end that should probably start shedding their winter coats by now.
I mean, I already did that. Wait, actually, come think of it. Do red deer actually have that changing coats? Like, I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure they do.
You might want to look that up.
Like, as much as I am based on the species, it's also the exact same. Seasonal shedding. No, that's just antler shedding, which. Oh, good, that
Gross.
already came past.
Gross.
What do you mean? How is that gross?
Don't you? I mean, cause if my memory serves right, when they said antler shedding, I can't help but think of when they shed the top layer skin.
Oh, you're referring to the velvet.
Yes.
The velvet actually isn't that much of a for them. It's kind of interesting because what's funny, they don't feel pain on that part.
No, but it is very grody to look at. I mean, if you chat legit, if you actually look up deer velvet shedding in Google, you'll probably understand the reason why.
It makes it even funnier. Red Deer do have that, but I have made it canonical that Afton does not typically get velvet. And people in my friend group have started to think that the velvet only appeared when he was a teenager.
Do you want to pass that as a canon fact or not?
I don't even know. Like, I'll just see if people bully me enough for it.
Hey, hey, let me up then.
Come on, game.
Let's
Is
see.
it the game or the controller? I can't tell.
Antler shedding is like wood carving, Mickey. Oh wait. There's-
I have heard that there seem to be some issues with the release of the update, so it might be the game itself causing issues. The other way to check would be to check your PC. Correction, your keyboard. So if you check your keyboard binds, see if they function reliably.
Honey, you heard that, right?
Yeah, but I'm a bit of a firefight.
Yeah,
Alright.
he will be busy mashing his way through either traitors or Tyranids at this point.
Yep. Definitely birds.
Part of me wants to actually give Space Marine to a try, just for the sake of spiting my as the closest thing of spiting my ex, cause
Don't you now own Space Marine 2?
fuck me.
Like-
that
Yeah.
why is my actions not manually then? Fuck me.
But I'm just mostly trying to figure out, like, how have you been so far this week? Because
Oh, I'm doing all right. Okay. I'm doing all right. My day is good so far. I helped out with Steve in terms of joining with him to Walmart to get this the last bits of stuff done for his computer.
Yeah, I needed an
Anyway.
HDMI cord and a power thing.
Okay, given that you are at Walmart, were there any people at Walmart types there?
Not that we actually pay attention to. No, it's just that we are so hyper focused in our own thing. But I will say this
Yeah.
though, I was actually caught up in the yarn section because yarn gremlin.
Yes, we've seen your blankets.
I am absolutely still upset that I don't know what did past Mickey do to them, but I can't seem to find my squares. My San Antonio, my Texas squares! My Texan squares!
No.
Yeah.
Can't you make more than them?
I mean, I can, but it's...
Pain.
Oh, I see.
And I need to replenish some supply of my yarn, which... Honey?
Yep.
Honey, can we go back to your Hobby Lobby somewhere down the line, please?
We'll do our best.
I love you.
No.
Look, when I have to shop for yarn, I have to shop smart in terms of yarn, because some of the weathers are... You get weathers here that is very, reoccurring, such as the weathers that is in the Mac freaking 80s and 90s, and oh fuck me, the 100s. Oh, I am not looking forward to those. Why is my keyboard acting up again? There it is. When I finally need you. Okay. Yeah,
Like, sometimes I wonder what will happen when the heat that you guys have hits the UK. I'm very curious what will happen.
You will not survive if you're not well adapted to it.
I will tell you now, people will end up in hospital. Speaking from experience, when Europeans have heat waves and they don't have proper air conditioning, it's home.
Yeah, like, it's just... I'm just mostly interested in the fact because... for some reason, when the sun is out incredibly bright, no joke, I will go outside and I already see people sunbathing. And it's only like 5 degrees outside. And then when it
compensate.
And then when it gets really cold, everyone's like, "The end is nigh, snow is coming."
Are the people there okay?
I have no idea, and I'm one of them.
Oh no. Anyway.
Yeah, the British people are weird.
Let's see. I'm not doing the star right. I can feel Jay coming in from a mile away asking, Mickey, what are you doing? And I'm tell him my best.
I'd also say something involving a pun, too.
Most likely. Because... Oh boy, this is not looking so hot. Okay. Okay, this is not looking so hot. Okay. But this is meant to be a sketch poster. One which I definitely should bring this thing back because it is actually a really fun thing to do, you know? I said to... He really is adamant. He really wants to have this hammer in, and you know what? I am doing the best I can. I may not get it.
Come think of it.
Yes?
Did Jay actually have a wanted poster for all of this or no?
Nope. I am doing his wanted poster as we speak.
Just checking, really, because I thought he had a wanted poster by now.
Nope. He recently became my pledger.
Ah, nice.
Okay, let's see. Yeah, I guess that'll do. Okay, that is the base
Oh, it's one of
sketch.
the new ones.
So,
Oh, oi. I see they encountered one of the new Tyranids.
We lost Mickey to Hobby Lobby, folks. We got her. They got her because Hobby Lobby has everything. Ah, shit! I accidentally extinguished one of my candles. Ah, well. I mean, I extinguished one of my wicks. Well, that's because I just lit up a scented candle here. That's why. That's what I was talking about. I'll just lit.
I was about to say you have open flames.
I'm fine, my dear. I'm perfectly capable. Because I wanna look. I like the smell of. I like scented smells. Okay, and so lighting up a scented candle would actually help make things a little bit nicer and pleasant into my room. Okay, so let's go ahead and draw out this. But yeah, I am considering bringing back a donathon. I'm doing a donathon and bringing this thing back up for those who actually pledge to me in for a significant amount. Or I'm thinking about doing something a little bit different. I don't know. But what I do know is that I'm considering making goals this time around for this upcoming donathon that's in the horizon. One where I'm still working on the goals, but I already have an idea on specific stretch goals, if you will.
Any
What?
you would like to? Oh, sorry.
Oh, sorry. You
I
were
was
saying?
gonna say any that you would like to share.
One of them is going to be doing a karaoke stream to the music to the songs of Epic the Musical.
Ooh. Ooh, I like that.
And the other stretch goal is it's okay, Mickey. You're okay. You're okay. You opened your mouth, might as well just let him out. Doing an entire reading of Twilight for the next topic of cringe fiction.
No.
Twilight, the first book, okay, to make things a little bit easier.
No.
I know.
It had to be Twilight. Why?
Well, sometimes masochist. Sometimes I'm a masochist, and sometimes I'm a masochist, and this is the fine print of when you follow me. So yeah.
Yeah, just.
Oh yes, the
Actually-
Twilight book series. An evil
mean-
attempt by the technocracy to wipe out the other species.
It's just that it's kind of ironic that a book series like Twilight, which has Mormon layers underneath it, if you will, actually would spawn off bastard children such as 50 Shades of Grey, and worse, 365 days. Do not look up 365 days.
Yeah, I don't even have to.
Please,
I've
for the
already
love of the
survived.
gods, do not look up 365 days.
You know, saying that will just encourage them, right?
What the hell?
I know it sounds like I'm actually encouraging y'all to actually do something so outlandish, but trust me when I say don't. It's not worth it at all. You will be left with disappointment and you will be utterly horrified. Okay.
I mean, I actually had an idea for what one of the incentives could be. If you want to try something different compared to wanted posters.
Well, I know Lunar said that there another idea will be banners, but it's got to be something I could actually draw as a sketch and showcase to everyone else. And posters is basically the closest thing, to fill that quota.
The one I had in mind idea-wise may involve something that you have already.
Huh?
Gremlins.
Gremlins?
Gremlins.
Oh no.
Oh yes.
Oh no! Why would
Oh
you?
yeah.
Okay, there we go. I was gonna say, oh, it's worse than Shades of Grey, cause I know I read Shades of Grey. It's hell of a X, and it's hell of a X-rated. And it's not only that. As someone who actually does look, okay, I'm gonna be
You
very.
read such books, don't you?
Okay, as a non-practicing sub, I'll finally be honest with myself with that. As a non-practicing sub, and as someone who has read Sunstone, it is worse. It is a whole lot. It does BDSM. It does the topic of BDSM extremely dirty, if you will. Sure, some of the lines in there is laughable as fuck, but at the end of the day, they just did 50 Shades of Grey very dirty, and that makes me it does make BDSM very dirty, and that makes me upset. And also, both the main leads are ass. Oh dear. Oh god.
They shouldn't do such a thing dirty. Like, there's a reason why there's a reason why there's like a lot of safe spaces involving like it being safe, and there's a reason for it to be safe whatsoever. Like
Communication is key.
exactly. Like
That did not work out as well as I hoped it did.
I've never read 50 Shades of Grey. I don't like the idea of it because like it just feels too there's just something off about it, and I've never actually understood the story behind it. Even when there's like even the movie, like I haven't watched the movie, but it just doesn't seem right.
I mean, I never watched the movie, but even I'm very well aware that 50 Shades is ass.
Like,
look, I will say this. I would rather do a stream reading Twilight, the first book, than sit down and read 50 Shades of Grey.
I don't know what's going on, but
Oh.
Candy is just glitching out of storm.
Ah, sorry there, fellas,
How mu-
but I'm going into a tunnel, so...
hello, Gremlin.
Yeah!
How is the fellow Faye doing?
Housekerman is doing okay! Housekerman won a round of poker.
Nice.
Yes. Also, Housekerman has a new treasure new hoard for me treasure.
What would that be?
None of your secrets. Is it
Don't
none
you
of
mean
your
none of my
business?
business? Yeah, I was just gonna say.
Is
Should I
it
be
none of my
worried?
business? Is it none of my business or none of your secrets?
None of your business.
Ah,
Plus,
okay.
it better not be something from my pockets, because trust me, there's a reason why I don't bring in more of the weirdest stuff.
Nah, Housekerman actually got it. Nah, Housekerman is not getting anything from Vincent's buckets.
Good, because there's at least some golden eggshells in there, but that's here or there.
Nah.
Don't worry about it.
Housekerman got a deed
Where did you get this deed from?
from the poker game.
And what did you get from said poker game?
It's a big place. Big place. Big place. That's
How
all I
big are
got
we
to actually
talking?
must likely say.
Are you sure there's nothing else? Where's the location of this place? This is the most important thing we have to ask.
Miss. Miss. That is one hit from House Gremlin.
Ooh, hello, Gremlin.
Ah! Reason! House Gremlin got a deed from a poker game!
You got a what?
A deed!
A deed.
I'm sorry, I'm struggling to hear. A D?
A deed.
House Gremlin
they
back in
basically.
your place.
Oh, a deed.
Yes, yes,
Yeah.
yes, yes.
What sort of place is it?
That's what we're trying to figure out.
It's okay inside of the mist.
What do you mean it's inside the mists? I don't even know what the mists are, and that already sounds foreboding.
It sounds worrisome. Tell me, who was the person that you got this from?
Hey, listen. Why would you like to know?
Because it's important to know what type of person you got this from. For all we know, this could be another Fae, or worse, a Jinn.
Nah, nothing of those, but nothing of those that House Gremlin can handle.
So I apologize if I am back and forth a bit. My gut has decided it suddenly doesn't like me this afternoon.
It's okay, mate. Just try and take as much rest as you can.
What did I do?
Alright, which one
What
do
did
you...
I do? I didn't do nothing. Ah!
For once, they actually did not do anything worrisome. It's just... It's good to at least know where you get this stuff from, because if not, then there's something worrisome that could happen.
Well, fine. I suppose House Gremlin will actually tell you where exactly I get this place is going to be. But I demand sacrifice.
Fine. Alright, let's grab the golden chocolate.
Yay!
Wait, before you say anything, take
Mhm.
one at a time, and I'm being serious. One at a time. Because... And crap. I think the gremlins now got Midas's touch.
Why did you give her all of them at once?
I didn't! I only gave her one! That only would have just given them temporary abilities to turn things to gold, and it would be reversible. But eating that much? That's pretty much guaranteed Midas.
Oh, that's unusual.
Just-
Gremlin. Oh. Oh no. Oh,
Gremlin,
she's
you
still
good?
alive.
What? I ain't just that. What happened?
We
You-
don't know. For some reason, you've...
Changed color a little bit.
Yeah.
House Gremlin actually is fine though, right?
Okay, if that's the case, Mickey, you touch this mug. Hmm?
Ah! It's Chucky!
Oh no.
No!
You've
No!
not given her Midas touch, you've given her the chocolate touch.
I
You've turned her
think
into Margin Boo.
Gremlin,
Gremlin, no. Don't eat that chocolate, it might turn back in your stomach.
No!
Can House
Okay,
Gremlin have a hug?
No! Okay,
That's a
we're
bad
definitely
idea.
we're definitely adding this to the list, aren't we, of banned chocolates? Did he just cough up a buck?
It turned into gold.
Oh no.
Oh no! Yeah, I should have not had that in my pockets.
Back to normal though.
I must have worn off.
That's glad that's resolved.
So, that means... Okay, this is definitely something adding to the research. Listen, I only... Don't worry about it. Just don't tell Mickey about this. Although I will get the reports later on.
It's showtime! It's showtime! Husker needs to go back to watch more of her show.
Gremlin, you promised to tell us about where you got this place.
I'll see you in Casa
Yeah.
Strahd! Wow!
Wait, what?
Gremlin.
Oh no! Wait, Castle Strahd actually isn't that bad. Like, if it just get a bit of refurbishment, it could look really nice.
It's inside the mist. You literally can't leave once you go there, and the place is controlled by eldritch abominations.
Hey
I
guys,
mean,
what did I
there is a-
miss?
The House
Nothing.
Gremlin apparently now owns Castle Strahd or has a deed somewhere nearby.
Colonel, would you kindly repeat that again?
The House Gremlin apparently now has a deed to somewhere beyond the mists and mentioned Castle Strahd, which means that she either owns Castle Strahd itself or she now has property in Barovia.
Either that or it could be the Death House.
But, how?
I
How?
don't know.
Won it in a poker game.
Who would sell? Wow, who would bid Council Strahd in a poker game?
Somebody
maybe
who's
Strahd-
cheating and forgetting that they're playing against the House Gremlin, who is playing
I've-
checkers while you play poker.
Either that or it was Strahd himself thinking he could try and outsmart someone.
I am kind of.
Also,
Oh, I don't know how to properly feel what the?
also we need to ban another type of chocolate from the list.
Why is there a nugget of gold here in the inn?
Oh,
And that would
you
be
spat
that would
out
be the
as
side
well.
effect. And that would be the reason why.
Huh?
Yeah, I may have had a pocket of something called Midas. It's literally a chocolate called Midas Gold, which gives you the temporary ability to turn things into gold. And in particular, the gremlin seems to have a unique effect on it. Apparently, anything she touches turns into chocolate, and once she finishes eating it, it may have caused her to pop it out as gold.
No! Why would you do that to... Why would you...
Well, we needed the information from the deed, and she wanted chocolate in trade, so I decided to give her one, and then she's gone into my pockets and stole the rest of it.
Ah, dear. I am...
Yes, I am a deer.
No, not you, but that's a lot of information to actually go through there. You turned her
I mean-
into Majin Buu after... Oh, fuck.
Listen, there's a reason why I don't bring the more exotic chocolates. I got this one from a trader in the desert.
Oh, that's lovely. Ah, okay. Sorry there, after. Well, I can only think of one thing in this situation. Get in the chair! No,
Eh.
I can think of something much more appropriate.
Over the,
There you
Oh.
go.
oh, really? Like Atlas first?
Yes.
You know how painful that is, right? You know,
Yes.
they're still growing back in.
Yes.
And here I thought I was going to give you those antlers as a decoration for the inn. But never mind.
No, why would I do that? Gross. There's a difference between actual deer antlers and satyr antlers. No, I don't know.
At least
Isn't
you'll
that
know
so-
it came from an ethical source.
I don't know. I think maybe I may be wrong with my sources, but isn't it kind of giving isn't giving antlers to someone kind of, I don't know, signifies something? Eh?
No, not all the time. Most satyrs in our community just give them as gifts to people. Though it actually depends really on this type of. It also depends on how you gift them as well too.
Well, fair enough, I suppose. It's just that I remember from an old friend once telling me that giving antlers to someone means that I am ready for intimacy. I may be wrong.
I think that may be a different batch of satyrs.
Hmm.
You gotta be honest. Yeah, it depends from satyr to satyr, really. I mean, given we just use them for decorative purposes, though also use them as gifts as well.
Well, good to know, I guess. Oh well. Okay.
Don't have to worry about that.
Okay, so let's start clearing up this area here. Alright, we're almost done with this, chat. We really are almost done with this. Yes, Retrofox? It just makes them horn. That's a good one. Let's see. Gremlin has been playing poker and has a deed someplace in the mist. Hasn't she been traveling to Barovia? Oh man, the thought and idea that Gremlin can actually has portable holes in Barovia terrifies me.
I mean, the interesting question is, could that also mean that potentially she could find a way out of Barovia? Or the domains of Dreads in general?
I mean, yeah, it's House Gremlin. She is someone I could think of who could actually pull something that outlandish.
Yeah, plus, if I'm not, it's very rare for Fae to go into the domains of Dreads, at least to my knowledge.
Seriously, what is Gremlin?
We know that she's a Fae. The problem is we don't know what type.
That's something that's going to be a mystery, isn't it?
I have at least a document worth just in case.
Okay. Let me go ahead and start doing these. Yes?
But it's something that we need to all have we need a collective research team on.
I mean, good luck trying to get her to sit down and cooperate.
I mean, that part actually is not as hard. The hard part is just to get any direct answers from them.
Fair enough, fair enough. Look, as long as she doesn't pose a threat to the inn, I think we should be pretty much fine, right?
Yeah, I say we're good.
Okay, so alright, lattices on these. We're almost done with this, and then we'll work on the detailing, and then that'll be it for the poster. But I'm very happy that you and Steve are engaged. Aw, thank you, thank you. We still have not figured out a day on when would that ever happen. We're just taking one little step at a time, if you will. Okay, let's go ahead and make these. And now making the face, and then afterwards, I'll do the rest of the detailing work after this, for sure. Because once I hit that ad break, I'm gonna hit the ad break real fast soon, cause I need to take care of something in the back. But I also after that we're gonna get working onto the headshots for this month, something I had promised. Okay, so okay, no need to stress, take your time. Okay, so actually, I'm gonna go hit the ad break button now. Okay, I need to work on that now. Okay, so we'll see you guys in about 10 minutes, and I hope to actually see you guys there, and then we'll actually get to working on the headshots proper. Hope, stay tuned, you guys.
All right.
All right, we are back. Thank you for waiting. Okay.
Welcome back.
Oosh. All right.
Good.
Yeah, I'm fine. I'm fine. I'm just adjusting myself to a properly seated place. It took me a while to actually get things situated here, but I am good.
Good.
Okay.
Help, the blood's rushing to my head.
No.
Is this because of the window? I did pay
Yes.
for it, and I paid for extra in advance too.
And it's also for House Grip giving the a specific kind of chocolate, which is not a good idea to give the gremlin.
I mean, it was for myself. I was gonna eat that and then see what happens if I could make a mimic gold.
Is it worth it?
Well, the first batch was. They
Okay.
make really good gag gifts.
Alright. I have used Procreate when it comes to this. So now we're gonna do this proper when it comes to Clip Studio Paint. I'm actually grateful to
Oh no, sorry, you go fast.
I actually am grateful that I have a iPad to allow me to draw while I'm on the go, if you will. It really did help me out when it comes to my time in New Orleans, if you will. Cause I did told Steve that I'm not gonna bring my laptop with me for the sake of packing efficiency. And oh hi Jay, I just got started with doing the headshots because we just got back from an intermission break. I just finished where I could with yours. Oh Savage, thank you for the sub for 22 months. Thank you. And now let me tell you, I'm slowly getting used to Procreate. It's my go-to. I think it's starting to become my go-to backup program when I don't have access to Clip Studio Paint. Quality is a little bit different once someone has a better keen eye on the details. Now, let me go ahead and right now we are currently working on the headshots for this. We got normally we would work up to 2 headshots, and now it's kind of doubled up to 4, which I'm not complaining. I'm just surprised. It's a surprise but a welcoming one. One which I have to start preparing the headshots offline, so that way we don't take up too much time when it comes to the rest of the streaming time. It's called efficiency. Okay, let's make her eyes a little bit narrow because Shad's request for a headshot this time around is Rize from Tokyo Ghoul, if you will.
Ah, yes. He's also a killer in Dead by Daylight now, too.
Mm-hmm.
The reskin.
Okay, so let's see. Hope this isn't a surprise. Hope this is a surprise, but a welcome one. It is, Savage. It really is. I can't wait to actually get to work on the other Patreon reward that is for. I mean, the Patreon art piece, which is designing a different NPC. This time around, it's deciding. I only got one suggestion out of it, but it is one that I actually I can't wait to actually get to work and you guys get to be there to enjoy the ride. It's something I haven't done.
I was just looking in the server and I just saw the picture of Steve's new PC and I'm like, why is it so green?
Well, that's in the color of his of the LED lights. And which is kind of fitting because mine is a black PC with which is sticking to the blue LED lights. His is a white and tower with switch to green LED lights. Sure, I know that some people out there would like to have their LED lights set to rainbow, but I don't know. I tried making rainbow work for me, and it's not for me. It just makes my eyes hurt if I stare at it for a long time. Have you ever seen or read Tokyo Ghoul, Miki? I'm aware of it. I haven't watched or read it though, but I am very much aware of it thanks to cultural osmosis. Part of me wants to give it a shot and watch it though, but I've heard that the anime is not entirely the best compared to the actual quality. What happens in the manga itself. Cause I've heard from the grapevine that the anime doesn't do the manga justice because how well toned down it kind of is. And you know what? Yes?
I don't even have much knowledge on Tokyo Ghoul, and I've never watched it, therefore I have no interest.
Because I can't help but actually think back on... It does help... I can't help but think back that not all anime adaptations is going to be 100% faithful, and I understand that, but it also goes, but it's not in the term when it comes to storytelling, but in terms of presentation, if you will. Because at the end of the day, what will attract people into the series, especially the loyal readers, is seeing how would the actual show play out very specific scenes that happen in the source material, and if the live series or animated series did not play it off well, then you're gonna be left with some level of disappointment. What do you think of the Sunday game so far? I am actually loving it. I actually am interested to see how well would that story play out, especially with the character that I picked for that game. Oh, Savage is actually talking about this one particular dark fantasy game that me, Dave, and Steve are a part of, alongside with a fourth member that Steve and I and Savage knows, because they are finally back. They finally got the means to finally play games again, but they want to start off fresh with a new campaign, one that's set to a dark fantasy this time around. I'm talking about Diablo vibes, if we're talking here. The setting is very much Diablo-esque vibes. Like, it is a dark fantasy that contains angels, demons, and devils and whatnot. As the main caveat. The worst case scenario happened, and the gods tried their best to actually stop the demon invasion from getting bad to worse. By doing so, they actually it cost them their lives, and the demigods and angels are trying to do where they can to to help out mortal kind in this dark period, if you will. Again, very Diablo-esque. That is the basic gist of what this campaign is about. It's an opportunity for me, Dave, and Steve to actually bring back characters that we already made and established into this setting. And this also includes Sam too, because this particular character that Sam made is a necromancer. One that is best suited for the Diablo series, if you will. Guess what kind of character that I've actually... For Steve, he gets to play as his Graviturgy wizard named Rhea. One I haven't seen since the Eberron mini-shot, if you will. which is has lewd connotations in it because it is the same. It is still the same cast and DM who run the dirty deeds. But anyways,
Yes, that game, which it taught me. I'll say was a very interesting story that you gave us on that one.
and Dave played as Gelion, which is a young dwarf who wants to actually wants to live up to the name of a particular ancestor he thought he's related to, or he thinks he's related to. I don't know. And then
Yes,
sorry.
Yes, he insists he is related to this one specific ancestor, despite the fact that nobody else that he knows has ever heard of this person.
It must be a delusion.
Maybe so. Who knows? And then there's me. Guess which character that I actually played for this setting.
Melante, if I'm not mistaken.
Nope!
Or is it gonna be Tyrene?
Nope.
Wait, who are you bringing in for this one?
Nessa.
Interesting.
Look, I wanted to actually play Nessa proper, you know? And after looking back at my character's backstory for Nessa, I've kind of realized that she is much more of a much more suited to a dark fantasy kind of deal. So,
Like the others.
but the thing is, I am just kind of worried for how this campaign is gonna go, because every chance I try playing as Nessa, something wrong is bound to happen. Whether the campaign gets canceled, whether the story gets shelved, and that fear always keeps coming back to me like in the back of my head. But Savage is actually determined to see that he will make the story go through. I made Peter look like Cloud Strife. I mean, I did my best I could to, in terms of his hair. Shall I make some tweaks to it? I'm gonna be heading over as soon as I can when my lunch break flies around. You actually just started right when my lunch break my first break ended. Oh dear.
When you're saying that, it now makes me kind of interested by what you may play in one of the eventual games I've got planned.
Well, it's either it depends on what flavor of this one shot and bunch do you have in mind, because if it's gonna be, I could bring a character that I have previously made, or I could just make a whole new character. Who knows?
Mm.
I mean, you're welcome to do the new ones, given the fact you will have access to new races and subclasses.
Let's see. I recall Blizzard tried to get into tabletop with Warcraft, Diablo, and maybe StarCraft. Never caught on by them. But her third parties tried to make something similar. Huh.
Oh god, now I'm just imagining what you make with the desiccated.
I have to say, my favorite line of the whole first Sunday intro was, "What does she mean?"
I mean, there's a context behind that. Like, Steve portrayed Rhea as really bold. Like, stupid bold. And there is a time that she actually is impressed. And Sam's character, the necromancer I meant, was very impressed with, was very, bold in terms of trying to actually stop this demon that was actually causing trouble to the settlement that we're in, especially since it involves that the hunting party there actually got under attack by a demon. So he basically just goes charging in, and our player characters had to follow him so he doesn't get himself hurt. We managed to find this demon. We managed to kill this demon. And Steve's character, Rhea, is actually, finds him very bold, despite that this guy is a twink. And he did say, and she says in her words, I will break you. And Rhea...
Yes!
But this poor boy, this poor necromancer boy just couldn't help but say, what does she mean?
Oh, no, that's good.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Basically, Peter is meant to be more Dragon Ball in proportions. He's meant to be a character who tells you that he's wild but noble right when you first look at him. So I had to make his hair a little bit bigger. Okay, copy. I'll see what I can do once I'm able. I promise.
Yeah, some of the stuff that I may be playing on in the future, there's definitely some more humanoid-esque races in them, which means you have a bit more of a better chance of designing them. Like, I remember that you drew a mummy, if I'm not mistaken, the
Oh, you mean
one for
Nyla?
the dating stuff. Yeah. I'll say this now, one of the races that is coming up in one of my other games, which I'm going to do as a playtest, is something like that.
Okay.
Like, you actually get to play as a special kind of mummy.
I mean,
Plus, there you go first.
I can only promise to try, you know?
Yeah. Although, in all honesty, you have access to Heliana's Guide, which is where most of these adventures are going to be coming from, so...
Let's see.
Actually, come thinking of which, don't you have, like, kind of a cook bard, but you haven't been able to do much with her?
I have. Believe me, when I was looking at old videos, when I was looking at videos from Campfire Cooking in Another World, Izakaya Nobu, and Delicious in a Dungeon, I can't help but actually feel, wanted to actually find the day where, when that day finally comes and I get to play as Perla.
It also kind of helps as well, too, given the fact that Cuisine Bards at level 6, they can pick a choice of what skill they have, and one of them allows you access not only medium weapons and heavy, but also martial weapons. So you could be a cook bard with a massive greatsword, or cleaver.
Let's see. And I have such fun things for the future. Savage? Savage, what you cooking over there? Should I be afeared?
Ooh. The important, I like.
Or you could be real cheeky and just cast iron.
Oh no. Oh,
Hey,
Phil!
no.
Okay. You know, I just
How you
came to...
doing, Ernie?
Oh, sorry. Yeah, but how are you doing, Phil?
I'm alright. Bit tired, but I'm good.
Well, I'm glad. Let's see. Right now, I am doing the headshots for, my tier 3 pledgers in Patreon. And normally we will have 2, but... Yeah, normally, we would I would have 2, but we kind of got a little bit doubled since this month.
Ooh.
Which, it does make me kind of wonder that somewhere down in the future, I will have to make some adjustments. But one thing I am looking forward to in the future is that, in the near future, is that I'm going to make a new redeem. One which, I want to spice things, one which could help spice things up when it comes to, my streams. How would you guys feel about a new throwable redeem?
What kind of throwable?
One which, represents the people who pledge to me in tier 2 and up in my Patreon. And one which is actually really cute to look at. And given that the season is appropriate, the shape of this new redeem is also appropriate. I call this kind of redeem the squishy.
Aw.
A far more
I would-
compact version of the plushie where it only makes squeaky noises every time it hits, you know, the innkeeper herself.
Like how you worded that, I was hovering my mouse over the sensu bar.
What?
Nothing.
But yes, I am planning to make. I am definitely going to make squishies as a new redeem, where each squishy represents a person who pledged to me in Patreon, and you also get to see little pieces of you actually being pelted at Miki. Sure, it'll make squeaky noises every time, but you know what? It is a new redeem I always wanted to do.
They also look like
I
little
think it would
stress
be.
balls, so
What is it,
I think
dear?
it would be a nice replacement for the Pillow Redeem.
It's not
This.
gonna. It's not gonna be a full replacement, but another thing you can also throw at the innkeeper.
Alright, that's fair.
Mm-hmm. I want to give people options, because you guys have seen, you guys already had the standard pillows that you could actually pelt at me. You also got the plushies that could only be thrown by a specific amount of bits donated. And then you're gonna have a new redeem in the future called squishies, which, yeah, they'll be the ones that'll be pelted towards me. Let's see. Did you say your tier 2 patrons will have squishmallow versions of themselves for this one? Yes.
what about tier 2 subscriptions on Twitch? Would that also apply?
That would require me that I have no idea how to make that thing work for the time being. I'm sorry. I seriously need to get off my ass and basically just find some folks who can actually help maintain a server for me, and this also requires me to find bots that allow me to figure out who is the one who pledged to me in who's the one who pledged to me in Twitch, what sub amount they give me, and then that will give me an idea on what I must do so I can actually reward those, if you will. Cause don't get me wrong, I do want to reward those who followed me in Patreon, because I mean not in Patreon, in
What?
Twitch. You can
If you'd like me to.
yes.
Oh, sorry, you go. If you'd like me to, I can ask the mods of some of the other servers that we're a part of on figuring out how to do that. Because I already know about the one that you can do for Patreon. But the one for Twitch is a bit different.
Yeah, you could have a Patreon exclusive server. Really? You think that should?
Yeah.
You think that's a good idea? Let me oh shit, let me actually save this so I don't actually have a stroke and lose many progress on this. Okay, tier, okay, no. Patreon, tier 3 headshots. 4. There we go. There we go. Wait, PNG? No! I said not PNG! Clip Studio format! There's a difference! That might be nice. A Patreon exclusive server, I mean. I mean, or exclusive roles to your existing server. I think I'm much more leaning towards the latter. Because people on Patreon will actually still have the means to access to my art early before they were actually released to the public. And they will also get to see some stuff that I didn't get to post fully properly in there. By that I mean my goods. You know, the ones that I speak.
Ah, yes, the not safe for work variety.
Yes. Yes.
And that also means things like the good old-fashioned bulge.
Yeah. What of it?
Nothing.
Meh.
Glad to see the more things change, the more they stay the same.
Sometimes it's good to keep
Yeah.
tradition alive. It's just good to keep tradition alive on occasion. Seriously, I still can't believe how panicked you were when you actually got that thing.
I just look. Mistakes were made when I ordered that. Mistakes were made when it finally became real, only to realize that I got the sizing wrong. Okay, mistakes were so made when the moment
you
I
got
opened
more-
that box and I just realized, oh no, oh no.
At least you got more than you bargained for.
I mean, maybe, but it's currently in my office closet, tucked away as a trophy.
Yes, from the first.
To be
verbal.
fair, you weren't. I'm pretty sure you weren't betting on the diameter of a soda can. So
No!
Yes, I forgot about that!
Do you guys remember how big that thing was?
Yes, I'm looking at it right now.
God.
Oh, it was a Stalfos size.
No!
Wait, yes, that.
That meme.
Mistakes were made! Mistakes were made!
In my defense, I did specifically tell you that something like this would happen.
I know. I contracted foot and mouth itis when I go to chat to see if we could actually meet that goal. And they did
sounds like-
actually meet that goal.
It sounds like you had more than a foot in your mouth, Theo.
I assure you, Stephen, I will handle that.
Oh. Okay.
Heyo.
Oh.
I
Anyways.
can already hear the sounds of a loaded rifle being cocked.
Okay. Look, they're both my partners. They basically get one of each. I'm not giving context. I'm gonna continue this art piece.
Wise choice.
Huh?
But
Wait a minute. Where
Uh.
is the pill? Wait a minute. Why are the pillows flying in? That's weird. Hold on. Let me actually do something. Let me test things out. No. Yes. That's weird. Let me test something out, okay? Let me test something out. Something's not right. It is working, alright!
I'm actually surprised. When was the last time you've done Pals to Plushies? It feels like it's been almost like a year at this point.
It kind of is. So I am considering coming back to that system. I may have to restart Twitch integrated throwing system if need be.
Yes, you have to reinstigate tits.
I mean, whoever is
Restart it here.
look the person who made this throwing system has an idea, and
And a sense of humor.
yes. I'm actually
But
surprised nobody actually caught that barrage of plushies that was thrown at my direction.
I mean, in a way, does that mean that on occasion you have to fondle tits? Yeah, no, that's a different.
I would bonk you in the head if I could. Okay, so
You can.
let me go try testing this thing out, okay? What the? Okay, something's wrong with my throwing system.
Your tits are malfunctioning.
I think. Hold on, let me
It
get.
might
take a-
have been due
Well, those are working just fine.
Hold on. Okay,
As I
something's
was
off.
saying, it may have been due to that internet hiccup a few days ago.
The internet hiccup? You think so?
That would be my guess.
Would you like to hear
Okay, let me go and no. Okay, community, no. Let me go see which one is it. Viewer awards. There we go. Okay, let me try see if this. Okay, the pillow system is working. Okay, let me flip it off. Let me flip it back on, and let me see if I can actually get that thing to properly work. Just have a thought. If you ever draw Somnus, can Nui draw a twink?
She's fully capable.
I mean, let me go look into my repertoire of characters.
You have drawn 2 twinks, to our knowledge.
Oh yeah, I have. I can
The
draw
farming
twinks.
simulator.
Have you seen Percy?
What?
That feels more like a. Whoa. I
Whoa.
didn't want me to finish that sentence. That looks more like a femboy than a twink.
Aren't they the same thing though?
Twinks are a hair more on the masculine side than a femboy.
Hmm.
Okay, something's wrong with my pillow toss system. That's weird. Let me actually go switch here for a little bit. Okay, and let me also see if I can toss my pillow here and... Okay, for some reason my pillow toss system is not working.
It's not a critical issue at this point, and
No, but it is a
We
little
can-
bit annoying.
sure, but we can debug it later.
It can't be helped. It really can't be helped. So, we're going back to this. Not a twink, too much cake. You know what? Okay, fine. Okay, maybe I'll try to see I'll try my best to see if I can try to twink. How about this one? This is also another character I designed for my
Okay, that's a
That's
bit more
more
on the
twink.
yeah.
That's more twink than the other one.
Okay.
Like, it's all in the, as in usual Mickey fashion, it's all in the thighs.
Yeah.
I mean, look, I haven't tweaked before. I managed to make twonks. I managed to make twonks,
yes.
and I managed to make thick hunks, and I managed to make beef. But somewhere on the twink side is still something I'm working with.
Yes.
She knows what she likes and she wears it on her sleeve.
The possible case is obscured by the poofy pants. Passable. Oh dear, I got a lot cutting out for me.
Hey, in a way, like, I'm just,
Art is
surprised
an
you haven't-
ever-present exercise of learning.
yes. Hmm.
Okay. Who would be? Who are we drawing? We are actually drawing the tier 3 headshot rewards. We're just actually taking a little impasse just so we can actually because my friend Savage has raised a good question regarding about if I ever done twinks before, and so I had to bring out characters from my repertoire to see if I have done, and one character I've designed who's non-binary does fit the twink description.
Hey.
Hello, dear.
Yeah, I was still trying to get my stuff set up here, trying to get a proper thing going.
How?
Okay, that's what was wrong with my mic before, while y'all weren't able to hear me while I was freaking out, because my thing had auto sensitivity turned on.
Oh.
That sucks.
Sorry, what now?
Also
Essentially, I was
sensitivity.
having Space Marine 2 was having a shit fit. Like I would have to reload 5 different times before I'd have a full magazine.
Interesting. That sounds very much like a game bug.
The
mean,
game
the
itself is
update-
very buggy.
I mean, the game just updated, so it's gonna be a bit buggy
Exactly.
till.
I did
So-
notice there was a lot of bitching on the forums about various issues as well.
So you're not the only one who's facing these kinds of issues, dear. Honey, I need to make sure I need to keep track of my nicknames between both of you. Shit! Okay. And apparently my keyboard is acting up again.
You need to replace the batteries.
I think so, about a month ago.
Have you considered a wired keyboard?
I mean, it is an ergonomic keyboard.
Oh, is it like one of those ones with like the I forget what it's called, a link card in it?
Link card?
It's bowed.
Yeah, bowed. Sorry, thanks. I lost the word then for a moment.
It is very bow shaped. I mean, it is kind of like, it is very curved shaped. And I tried asking telling my mom that she doesn't have to get that for me, but a passing by customer said that she would definitely get this because she had been typing for over 30 years, only for her to suffer carpal tunnel syndrome, and she also going as far as showcasing her horrific scars.
Oof.
Yikes.
Yeah.
That is something I do not want to have in the future. So, yeah, that scare tactic did actually work. I got myself this ergonomic keyboard.
Yes, but the issue isn't whether the keyboard's ergonomic, it's whether it's wired or wireless.
It's wireless.
Yeah, recommend getting a... It's best for you to get like a wired one since it's instant instead of it having to connect, and with the PC...
No, the issue is the batteries and battery life are always going to potentially fuck around with keyboards.
Yeah.
But how am I gonna find one that's an ergonomic wired keyboard then?
Gonna have to look someplace then. Like,
I'm also very sensitive when it comes to and there's also another thing that also needs to pass my requirement for a keyboard. Not noisy, if you will. Because I know that
quiet.
I like my keyboards quiet. Because it helps me not be distracted, if you will, and it also ease the anxiety inside of me of worrying if I would, make up. It also helps ease the anxiety inside of me if I'm distracting my fellow peeps with my loud keyboard. Know a streamer who recently had a carpal tunnel surgery. Of course, he's a Navy vet who had wrist trouble. He got it from his service. Oh dear.
Oof.
I hope that I never have carpal tunnel syndrome in the future. I'm trying my best to train by just using my arm to move them, the pen and stylus instead.
Yeah, like, do you also have like a brace as well too?
Brace? You mean like in terms of a drawing glove, or?
Yeah, like it would be a good idea to help with preventing carpal tunnel, or when early signs of it eventually come, well, if it does, it's good to have like a brace that you can have on your arm and wrist. It's good to have on hand. I know this because Artsy has one.
I know I do have a brace, but it's much more attuned to the left hand instead of right hand because since I'm a right-handed artist.
Wait, people, huh?
I'm supposed to be. Would you believe me on that? I'm supposed to be left-handed.
Well, given that result, you may be ambidextrous.
Oh boy, I wish.
I mean, you can train yourself to do so.
Let's see. I'm getting Jay's other references because he did say it's a Dragon Ball style-esque hair, which, boy howdy, I'm still trying to make that thing work. Poofy hairs, poofy exaggerated hairs. but I'm still trying.
Yes.
I'll be up fairly enough.
Because Jay did said so himself that he's supposed to be this he's supposed to have this style of hair, if you will.
I seriously cannot take Dragon Ball seriously because of the whole hair situation. And no, I have not watched Dragon Ball yet. I'm still waiting on when these lot will kidnap me for it.
Let's see.
Nor should you. Dragon Ball's meant to be fun.
I know that. It's just there's some of it that I don't entirely understand still.
Let's see.
So, what was the other ones that you wanted me to watch or have me sit down and watch with you all?
Shit, we need to actually keep a list on this. We didn't do that.
Like, I know Dragon Ball's on there. I think Naruto was also on there, but I think I told you I wasn't much of a fan of that one.
That's fair.
There was also another classic anime that I forgot. Oh, Full Metal Alchemist. That was the other one.
Okay,
Then,
yeah,
like-
that definitely needs to be definitely need to find time on that one, yeah.
What was another one? I'm trying to remember the others. Like, there was another classic anime that I think I said I didn't watch. Like, okay, actually, JoJo. That was another one. JoJo's Bizarre Adventure.
Yeah. Which I'm very happy to see Part 7's getting adapted.
I
Oh, nice.
seriously want to get back into reading Part 7 for the sake of the anime that's coming out very soon. That's coming out soon.
There's a debate in the JoJo community on which is the better Part 5 or Part 7.
Ooh.
Wow, interesting.
That's
That should tell you how good it
a whole
is.
new continuity, so I feel like that's a bit of a interesting comparison.
Yeah. No, it's more like an overall quality. Like, for me, I'm in the Part 7 camp.
I seriously need to get to watch Part 7. I'm also debating whether or not should I actually make a live stream of me reading Part 7.
I am not sure if that would be very wise, but okay.
Okay,
Yeah,
elaborate.
just in case.
All I'm going to say is the Mormons were right.
Ne- the Mormons the Mormons were right?
Wait, what?
So in the Mormon faith, they believe Jesus Christ was in North America.
Oh no.
Oh.
It's so the plot of the story is that at the end of the 19th century, you have a race from California to New York on horseback. All the while, our main character, Johnny Joestar, is collecting the corpses of Jesus Christ across the United States.
You know, I have no idea what that means. Also, like,
Basic-
when you said that, I thought you were doing, like, a reference to South Park.
Nope.
I know you're doing that, but no. It's
Yeah, just
literally part of one of the ways you gain a stand ability is having a piece of Jesus Christ on your person.
Isn't another one is where you have to survive being shot in the neck by an arrow?
Yeah, that's the easy way.
But that's not but that's not what happened in JoJo Part 7, innit? Because JoJo Part 7 and afterwards takes place in a whole different alternate universe.
Yep.
Like,
And then there's part 3 where apparently you can be biologically transferred down your
Yeah.
family line.
Yeah.
okay, that one seems like it makes sense. So, still, like, are there any other methods to get a stand? And are the stands, is it like a certain amount of them, or is there?
Everybody gets one,
You only get the one.
but they're
Yeah.
basically on par with psychic abilities.
I think what he's asking is whether there's only so many people who can acquire a stand.
Yeah, like are
it-
there a limited amount of stands, or do new ones get created with every thought that humanity has?
it's not like the warp if that's what you're thinking of, but it's generally it's a rare trait for people to have.
Uh.
But it's also an interesting weird trait that stand users tend to attract each other.
Then there's also the question on how a stand is created. That is the other thing.
Well, there are a few ways.
I think it's
Either-
left deliberately vague.
Yeah, but
Yeah, like
either
some of them seem to be very ancient, and then some of them just seem to be very modern or very specific.
You have to understand this is also the same storyline that went from vampires to things that consume vampires to stands.
Ah, yes, the ghouls.
no, the Pillar Men.
Yes, the Pillar Men.
I like the Pillar Men, to be honest.
I wonder why.
I wonder why.
I wonder why.
Okay. Keyboard. Okay.
Although, do the Pillarmen all have stands or no? Like,
No.
No,
that-
they don't.
I don't even know what they call it. Classified as vamps.
They are just. I think they're more classified as a higher up above humanity on the evolutionary chain.
Yeah.
That's how they describe it.
Like, sometimes. With that being said, it always makes it curious on what humanity will look like in the next few years, or few thousand years per se.
Right? But I will say
So-
that. Oh, sorry.
Oh no. Like, all I was gonna say is the topics I've had on it have either been we're either going to adapt to the water or adapt to a more harsher environment.
Ooh. Yeah, that sounds cool.
But I will say this though, when it I will give credit where credit's due when it comes to my sister. She decided to go for something a little bit different when it comes to her fanfic, when it comes to her JoJo fanfics. Story time. So my sister is the one who helped me introduce me into JoJo's Bizarre Adventure: The Seventh Stand User. You know, the fan game where it takes place in part 3 and you join the Stardust Crusaders to fight Dio. She decides to go a little bit the extra yard by yes, Jay. Okay, hold on. Actual Latter-day Saints member, we don't believe in Jesus Christ and that lived in America. We know that he lived in Jerusalem. What actually happened is in the Book of the Mormon, after he was resurrected, Christ came to the Americas and ministered there for a while. Oh, okay. Look, okay, so where was I going through again?
You're carrying on with the story time on how your sister wrote
Yeah.
about the fanfic of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure and how she introduced you to the seventh stand user.
Oh, right. So after she was done writing her JoJo's Bizarre Adventure fanfic that is based on Seventh Stand User, she decided to go a little bit extra by going making continuations that take place in part 4 and then take place in parts 5. In this said part 4 fanfic, I think it was my sister's hardest work that she's ever done, where she actually went through the whole 9 yards and doing a lot of research because she wants to implement an element that that hasn't been seen in a while. Supernatural elements, because we have vampires that was introduced in JoJo's, and it was only done in about 2, technically 3 parts, but afterwards it was dropped like a hot potato. My sister actually went through the long hard work by actually researching werewolves and implemented that into her part 4 fanfic. Yeah. I mean, legit. My sister and I had to share a room at the time, and I get to listen to her talk about her research, and I'm actually intrigued. And who'd ever thought that when it comes to werewolf lore, that it's actually more than just, you know, being looks at moon, turns into werewolf, lose their mind, actually goes into a blood frenzy. You need a silver bullet to actually, make sure that they are dead. No, it turns out there are actually more to werewolves than I actually thought.
I mean,
It's the
there's
same reason I
also,
like the Space Wolves themselves.
I mean, isn't that also a factor as you could also say there's like subcategories as well too.
I'm considering I am still on the fence on bringing werewolves to my story of Blood and Ichor because it's already a gothic punk story with no. It is already a dark gothic story with elf punk elements, if you will.
Yes. I forgot about that whole draft part. Like, at some point we actually need to discuss that part in case you are wanting to bring those in. I don't think did we actually say much about it? Like, that's the part that we're just wondering. Because...
Okay.
Well, it's like, just a thought on that. Would you consider, like, Selkies also being a type of, Phiranthrope? Or werewolf in your case?
It's more like they're a werewolf, but in reverse. Where they're typically an animal most of the time, but on specific parts of the life cycles, they become human.
Yeah, like, that's what I'm thinking. Like, would they be considered a cousin or a distant relative of the species?
That is actually a really good question, isn't it?
Yeah. Like, there was also another conversation I had as well too, and I won't go into much of the detail on it, but it had something to do with like awakened animals. Or like awakened beasts.
Okay.
Like, would that make them... It also... Yeah, I'm not gonna say much about it because, like, they... Essentially, these two people, friends of mine, none of them either... One of them went to start D&D, the other one didn't. And apparently he wanted to know, like... I think the question was, what happens if they go into an anti-magic circle and the creature was awakened? But also the question on if an awakened creature reproduced, would their offspring have the same intelligence as them, or would it be normal?
Those are definitely good questions, not gonna lie. I think I'll just say this 7 because it's pretty thick enough as is. No, 6. 6, okay.
Also, is there some point I can get out the jar at some point?
Why?
One has to get you out.
I mean, my head is... It's getting a little... Like, brains going to the head. Blood's going to the head. Fine. I mean, this is my this is my punishment.
It's... We got... Oh, actually... It's rotation. Sorry, I just booted up a different 40k game, that being Darktide.
Oh yeah!
Yes.
After all, you are experimenting which one actually works and which doesn't.
Like,
it's gonna go in the high settings with this game.
How long ago have you gotten this PC?
Just now.
Just came in today.
Then I would say then, like, test the course limitations, and then try and if it doesn't work at high, just best to keep it at medium because it still functions pretty well.
Yeah, that's the idea.
Yeah, like, have you tried Helldivers on it yet?
Not yet.
But I actually asked what parts you're using, because that's actually the part I'm a bit more curious about.
It is pre-built machine, but I am going to get some extra RAM for it on Friday.
Do you think I actually do well when it comes to this Rize? The
Yeah.
color is gonna be the one that changes all of that perspective.
Like, she's got purple hair, if I'm not mistaken, right?
It is said in the manga that she actually has brown hair. Not sure why would the animation actually give her purple.
I'm not sure. Maybe the animators thought it would look better on her design-wise. But and then they also kind of gave that to her as well too in the Dead by Daylight as well. So
Okay, looks like we're gonna have a plushie roulette chance. All right. 1 is Dave. 2 is Steve. 3 is Fu. 4 is Afton. 5, I turn into a plushie and go into the jar. And 6, I'm rolling again. Okay, that's a 6. Rolling again. Okay. So, Afton, I'm fishing you out.
oh, thank you. My neck was getting really stiff.
There you go. Now you're free. I'm so sorry, Fu.
I don't care.
Oh, those are your last words. But hey, I
Dang,
mean,
I
but hey,
can't believe those were the last words I ever said.
but look, your horns act like a defense mechanism to the jar. You should be fine.
I know, I'm fine.
For democracy. Sorry to use the one Gaijin plays it. Fair enough. Okay, but hey, I think we actually would never thought that I would actually ink all of them this fast, huh? Okay. I remember that Rize has lace thingies underneath her outfit like that. Let's see. Okay. Oh yeah, I should actually warn you. I should give you guys a heads up that there's gonna be no streams this week. Considering the fact, I mean, no streams this
Next
week.
week.
What am I saying? No streams tomorrow, cause I'm gonna use that day to actually do some offline commission work, and to also do something that's and to do some things that is for me, especially since I'm gonna have to tear the house apart just so I can find those damn squares. Cause I
Question is,
don't know
when was
if
the
I can.
last time you?
That's
the
the
last time you
Last
did that?
day.
That's the thing. I remember very well that I brought them with me last Sunday for my yarn club meetup, where I get to actually showcase my work and do some fixing with my latest with the latest month project. And I did put it away inside of my go-to bag for it. It's just that I don't remember afterwards where I put them. And that's annoying the ever-living giblets out of me. Okay.
I just got back. What happened?
Well, I'm just telling everyone that I'm not having stream tomorrow, because that will be the day I'm taking off so I can actually do some commission work offline, and possibly tear my house apart just so I can find my Texan squares.
That's fair.
That-
Is there a chance that you took the squares to the ranch?
No, we haven't gone to the ranch. I mean, the last time I ever seen my squares proper is when I had to bring it with me to my crochet club back in last Sunday. And during that time, I used that opportunity to actually go fix up my March square, and also to figure out how I'm gonna assemble them together. And afterwards, I brought it home with me. It's just that I can't remember where exactly did I put those squares. I mean,
Well,
the Canada squares, they are still here. They are still intact, but I can't seem to find my Texan squares.
Well, the good news is that if you specifically remember coming home with them, that they have to be somewhere around the house.
Yeah.
Which is why I'm thinking about tearing the house apart to see if I can find them.
Within reason.
Well, anyways, I'm going to get myself going for the evenings now.
Alright, you take care now. Thank you for coming.
And
It's been good to see you as well, too. See you later, then.
And please don't use the window this time.
I won't.
did want
I'm
to share
going for the
something in
door.
the sidebar.
Bye.
Oh, sure.
Yeah, this is... So I sketched out what it would look like as a JoJo character, and one of my friends happened to sketch it out better than I could.
Okay, let me take a gander. Alright, let me go see this. Hey, that's pretty good. Did Apple design this?
Yes, Apple designed it. Well, I designed it. Apple just sketched it out better than I could.
This is so cool.
Mhm.
I can't share this to the class, can't I?
You can.
Okay,
I mean, it's not NSFW. It's not anything I'm hiding. It's something I posted properly.
I know, but I like to ask for consent first before I actually do something like that.
I'm giving credit. It is Apple.
Mm-hmm. Apple, I like Apple's art style. It really is good. This is really good. I can't wait to see the final product with this.
Oh no, this was just a warm-up sketch for him.
Still, you know, there's something I can't wait to do as a creator. Maybe it's because I'm inspired by a fellow. Maybe it's because I'm inspired by another VTuber who does it. But I've always wanted to actually do an art share stream where my community will actually showcase their latest art pieces, and I could actually show them into the Paper Plane Inn. Well, I meant here in the stream of the Paper Plane Inn. That's what I actually meant. Because I know for sure that there are some of my people out there in my community who are also creatives. And I actually want to help uplift creatives where I could. I may not have all of the tools, if you will, but I'm trying to do what I can. Cause if not, maybe the next best thing would be just like opening up a post in my Blue Sky, and you guys can actually drop your images that you want to share for Art Share Day there. Does that sound like a slice of fried gold?
It does sound like a nice thing to do.
Cause yeah, I will say this: you will either love or hate working with what I'm working next, art-wise. I mean, should I be afeared? Should I be afeared?
That is
That's
a
completely up to you.
Oh no!
fun thing to say.
Oh dear. But Jay, since you're still there in the audience, tell me, did I finally got his hair right? Did I finally got his hair right, Jay? Because I tried my best to make it as extra poofy as I possibly could. It's JoJo themed? Nice. Do not be afeared. But yeah, I hope I actually did this thing right. It's closer. Still not quite used as still not quite enough to stand out as on its normal way. Okay. Okay. All right. Oh, let me see if I can actually adjust this a little bit more.
I'm gonna head out too. I'll see y'all in a bit.
Oh, hold on,
And
Phil.
later.
Let me fish you out there first. There you
Okay.
go. Now you're free.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Bye. Thank you for coming. Okay, so. Okay, voluminous hair. Dragon Ball-esque level voluminous hair. They should definitely be a shampoo brand that is, There should definitely be a gag shampoo brand that actually gives you that voluminous hair.
Perhaps.
Like legit, I would love to see that actually be a thing. I would love to make that thing work just so you could actually just so I can actually see if I can make that as a Gmod prop, if you will. Okay. Alright, let's see if I can actually make this thing work, because Miki is someone who is trying her best. Okay. You know, that would be something I wouldn't mind actually doing one day, doing a Gmod stream.
That'd be something.
Cause I would love to actually get myself working into the into doing Gmod animations again, but I may have to make this thing small scale projects if need be. Okay, Arkitty, thank you for coming. You have a good day now. Okay, so what time is it? 4:23? Okay. Okay. We need to I need to be a little bit more efficient because I need to start working on dinner. Honey, what would you like for dinner tonight?
Let's keep it simple with more of the pork.
All right.
It's something I know I can keep down, or at least.
Good. Good
Yeah, I think you
gumdrops.
might be right. I think I was getting sick, but we managed to catch it pretty quickly, so...
I was like, when I saw you actually, because the moment when you said that you feel a tickle in your throat and you're starting to showcase a level of cough, I had to quickly put my shields up, i.e. put on a mask, and then I had to tell you, and then you finally get to drink down some cough syrup, if you will. We also went through the trouble on getting medicine in Walmart. It's not cheap, but hey, better have it and not need it, and need it and not have it. Oh, thanks for the hydrate. Let me go ahead and do that. Ugh. Ooh. Woo. Woo. It's not ideal to actually get to it's not ideal to drink on Minute Maid, but hey, it does help quench for a bit. Let's see. The reason his hair is like that is actually because of a genetic condition. His hair grows rapidly and stands on end. It even extends to his chest and arm hair. Don't, Miki, show restraint. That actually is I'm actually interested how this condition comes to play. Okay, okay, I've shown restraint. I am good. I am golden. I am fine.
You like some fluffy like our dogs.
No! Great! Hold on! Don't call me out like that! Honey! Why? You traitor! How dare! Why would you do this to me? How come you do this to me? Me!
Same thing to me.
You know what? That's fair. That is absolutely fair. I am a woman of particular interest. I actually like body hair. Okay, I actually like, especially men's body hair, which I don't know. It just seeing a nice patch of chest hair, it kind of ignites the lights in my monkey brain. It kind of gives me the impulsion to actually rub my finger, to put my fingers through the. Anyway, I'm calling to stop right there. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna have to stop right there. I'm gonna concentrate on this art piece right now. I'm not gonna feed chat anymore. I'm not gonna keep doing that. You can't make me. Self-reported. Shut! Shut! Stop! Oh no. Are we gonna hit that? Are we gonna hit pitches so loud I'll have to bust out the sign? Are we gonna do that? Cause I have a feeling we might have to do that. After all, I went through the effort on actually working on this design. Okay, for those who need a little bit of context, chat. Okay, I'm referring to this little bit that I recently made and I showcase in my Blue Sky. One which I think is much more appropriate and one which for a newcomer as well. Yeah, that is, it's a guilty as charged kind of sign. Okay, maybe I'll just put it on there, so, yeah. Alright, so... It doesn't... It's not much when I do get to, go, into, layers where... It doesn't... It's not much when I go into levels when I start screaming, was it?
I wouldn't say so.
Fair enough, but I do know that there's some folks out there that, I do know that there's some folks out there who are not really much huge fans into it. Okay, so let me go ahead and start. Okay. That chin looks a little bit too big, so we're gonna fix that up. And we're gonna fix these up. Okay, there we go.
Yeah,
Hi.
I'm definitely gonna need a different keyboard. The buttons on this are bad for actual...
Is it that bad?
I really have to press down in order to do anything.
Ugh. So, the free keyboards that came with it is not really good at all.
Yeah. I mean, it does the job.
Well, as soon as I finally clear up this commission slot line, I am considering opening up commissions again. And maybe, just maybe, and it might help out, who knows?
I can get my own if you want, honey.
You sure? Alright. Maybe we'll check when we get back there again, okay?
Okay.
But something tells me you don't want to get an ergonomic keyboard, aren't you?
I just need something that's where the buttons are easy to press.
Fair enough. But are you gonna get clackety clack ones?
No.
Nah, fair
I need
enough.
something that'll be good for my reflexes.
Do gaming I know there's a thing that's like gaming keyboards, but does it really make that much of a difference when it comes to gaming?
I don't know about that, but I do know the buttons themselves are smaller and easier to actually press down, facilitating quick reflexes.
Huh.
And other things for other keyboard settings, it's basically bonuses that don't apply to standard keyboard inputs if you want to change modes. Also, for some reason, everybody wants RGB on their keyboards to seem flashy, which I, for the life of me, don't understand.
I am not into RGB keyboards, to be honest. It's why whenever it gives me the LED options and switching colors, I would always pick a solid color like blue. Because, I'm sorry, but looking at the flashing rainbow colors kind of makes my eyes hurt a little bit the more I stare.
Yeah, I have a similar issue. It's with my headset, which has RGB in the earphones. The problem is the manufacturers no longer provide the software for that.
No?
For that particular headset anymore. They moved on to later headset, meaning that I can't get the software to turn it off. So every night when I go to bed, this thing is just going.
There's a joke in there somewhere. I'm not gonna say it.
Okay, then. I get what you mean, but I'm also not gonna say it.
What brand is it, Dave? What brand, Dave, says Lord Bloff?
It's the RE Dragon brand of headsets.
I don't think I've actually heard of them.
They're a fairly common brand of headset maker. So it's not like I can't find versions of their headsets. It's just they've decided that apparently this particular headset is no longer listed on their offerings, and therefore there is no listing of their software for this particular headset.
Ah.
And Googling hasn't helped.
I can only imagine. I know that this is meant to be of Dragon Ball hair, if whatnot, but I like designing in my own little flares of adding in these hair strands, if you will. It's my flavoring. Plus, it actually gives you an idea of what's hair and what isn't. Okay, so with that said and done, we're gonna now start heading into coloring. But how's this one so far, you guys? Do you actually like this?
It is looking quite good, in my opinion.
Thank you. Okay, and we're gonna increase the width of each of these headshots. But I will say this, I hate having to take calls. I was trying to interact with the streams. You know what? That is fair. You have been very busy. I have, but I will say this. I am grateful that I have a community out there who actually is supportive and helpful where they can. I don't really ask much because I know that everyone's situation is different. But for those who actually were capable of, I am forever grateful that you guys were able to help make this thing possible. Especially those who actually helped pledge to me in my Patreon, if you will. I will be forever grateful for it. Oh, got ourselves an ad break, so yeah, let me do this proper. I will say this proper. I am always going to be forever thankful that I got a community who helped me out where I can, who also helped pledge to me, and we have really reached the 3 digits into my Patreon. And so I want to say thank you guys so much for helping me reach that far. But I am still going to be working on 2 additional assets. One that'll be for tier 1 and up, and the other one will be the squishies for tier 2 and up. Once those are implemented, they will be, I will send it a notification on my Patreon on those said changes. So yeah, that is something to actually look forward to. Though, when it comes to tier 2 squishies, I may have to talk to my peoples individually on who pledged to me to see what I should actually draw for them for their squishies, because I've already made the layout template for that said squishy, which is, you know, it looks more like this. Look at this little potato, like, look at this little potato canvas. Huh? Oh, goodness! Hey! Wedding Crasher raid! I have so many questions, but fellas, welcome into the Paper Plane Inn. Thank you so very much for the raid. Thank you. Okay, I was currently say, but how is your stream? What do you mean by wedding crasher raid? What happened?
I'm wondering, whose wedding did you crash?
Alright, I need to run down and meet my brother downstairs. I'll catch you in a bit.
Alrighty, dear. That's a relief because I do want to discuss in details on what you're talking about. We crashed Scari's wedding. Oh, what? I'm actually interested in how that happened. Okay, let's see. We played a Pathfinder. My dwarf was supposed to be married for political reasons, but the party crashed the wedding with a dragon. Holy shit! I gotta say, there is always something interesting when it comes to, I know I raised this question before. What sounds more fun, protecting a wedding or crashing a wedding? And listening to this, yeah, I think crashing a wedding is far more fun than protecting a wedding. This
from a narrative standpoint.
Decide the orc riding the dragon with the father of the bride. We turned this into a red wedding, and the red breath, and the red is fire breath. Oh no. Okay, but yes, I was just talking about thanking everyone for who helped me pledge to my Patreon, which we have hit the 3 digits. And soon I'm going to be implementing new rewards into that system. One which will be like, you know, a simple reward of having your name be featured into the starting soon and intermission screens. The other one is a throwable system, which is the squishies, which is this little lovely template you're seeing right now. So, yeah. My girl does technically got thrown at Scary, but it was part of the plan. That is so cool! That is so cool! Okay, which I can on Discord and Patreon messages, and wow, the Pathfinder storyline. Whichever floats your boat, Emerald Marine, I am willing to listen, so long as you also give me references for the said, image. But yes. Alright, now it's time for me to actually get to work on the colors for this headshots. I don't know how I'm able to get all of these done in time, but we'll see what we can do. We'll do what we can. Also love the headshots. Thank you so very much. Thank you so very much. So let's see. First, which will be Rize from Tokyo Ghoul. What the hell? Okay, that's a little bit of a weird thing. Seeing, okay, there we go. Okay, I need Rize from Tokyo Ghoul. Wait a minute, what am I doing? Shads has already provided references. I just can't wait to see how well you guys do with the wedding crashing episode. By the way, do you Artsy guys, do you have a link to see of your previous VODs? Because I'm actually interested to see how this rest of the story goes. Let's see. Where is Shads? Where is Shads? Where is Shads? Where is Wormst? Wormst? Thermst. Okay. Okay, save Ameji. And there's also save the imagey. Alright, now oh god dang it. It cannot be why can't I open? Okay, does that mean I can't open this one too? Okay. These files cannot be open in Clip Studio Paint. Okay. Okay. I have an idea. Thank God I have a program that allows me to capture screenshots, if you will. Okay. I'm deleting you to the void. And, well, I meant the one I downloaded. So, screenshots. And I am bringing you right there. Okay. Okay, so, no, that's the one there, and... we're going to do this right there and implement this here. Did Chad specify which color of hair? Because people jokes on how much the purplish hair makes her think that she's a certain being of Inkling OC that they created together. I don't know. He didn't specifically say anything about the hair color, so I'm just gonna roll with what I got. Okay, let's see. Now we're gonna switch this and fill in what little corners I have not done so far. But you know, I'm actually wondering if I should add this as a goal for my streams when I finally do that donathon. And that said goal is to actually make a text-to-speech mascot, and that'll be Golem, if you will. Wait a minute, no, what am I doing? She's a ghoul, she's in her ghoul form, so which means... There we go. So, let me go ahead there. And let me actually close some of these references so I can actually get to fully see this thing proper. Okay, no. Okay, and there we go. There we go. Alright, so... You know, I just can't help but think back at that one conversation we had in the past. If you would actually be reincarnated in a world that you know from media, what would it be? Because I know for sure that Tokyo Ghoul is definitely one of the places you do not want to reincarnate into.
Oh.
Nope, no siree. I mean,
Monster Hunter?
Monster Hunter's a maybe, if you will. Because what if you are reborn as the monster instead?
That's a fair point too.
Or, I don't know, it's either be reincarnated as a monster or reincarnated as, you know, a hunter. No, I think I'll do this in a separate window. That way I can actually control how much goes in here. Okay, so... let me go ahead and also do this. It really does look very distinct in shade of purple. What about a Palico? Palicos are adorable. I mean, Palicos is not a bad idea. But I think if I could think of another world I would love to actually see myself reincarnate into. They both look like the same eye color to that, so I'll pick that. I think I wouldn't mind seeing myself reincarnated into Stardew Valley.
That's a good one.
Because, look, just give me a plot of land, give me a place that I can actually chill and farm for the chill and farm and earn my money where I could, then I think I should be set. Yeah. Okay. I don't know which lip color will I get here, so I'll get this one. I think I want to reincarnate into the Fields of Mistra. I keep hearing about that game. Is it really that good? Cause I've always leaned towards more to farm sim games as I get a little bit older in life. Maybe it's my brief time playing as the Sims 1 when I was a kid tyke. It did left some sort of spot in me. But I do know for sure, as much love as I have for it, reincarnating myself into the world setting of Diablo is a bad idea.
Yeah.
Sure, you will have peaceful moments that takes place between Diablo 2 and Diablo 3, but
Then you would even still have to be in your average medieval fantasy land.
yep,
That's not fun.
it is. It is kind of fucked on its own. Okay. Oh, very. Speaking of Palico, since it's been a thing since World as true partners, Capcom needs to bring back the Prowler mode from Generations, or some way for people to play as felines. Wait, really? That actually happened?
You can play as the felines.
Huh. I didn't know that could be a possible thing.
It's a bit goofy, but it's, without a doubt, just as effective.
Huh. Okay, the ribbon's also white. And the sleeves are gray. Not sure why they're like that. But we're almost done when it comes to Shad's headshot request. What time is it? 4:49? Dang, we only got to finish okay, then I'll work on Alan's cuz he's the fastest. Okay. I think the eyes are meant to be smaller than that, so... There we go. Closing both of these. Oh, no. Okay, so... we may have to make these smaller. Stop staring at me with those big old eyes. No, okay. Okay. And they have to be a little far apart. Just far apart enough. Okay, okay. And now we're gonna work on this. There we go, there we go, there we go. They wouldn't last long. The burning hells and the high heavens bicker always boil over to to involve mortals. I know, right? Miki, when you're free, check out the animated short Spud Gun Studios, aka MASH, did for Baldur's Gate Final Patch. Oh yeah, Steve and I actually seen that a little bit. It's actually pretty fun. Okay, Soulfire's turn.
And they were roommates.
Oh my god, they were roommates. Alright, now we're gonna work on this. Okay. Now, what should I cut? How should I proceed on? Okay, never mind. You actually did well for this one. Okay.
Almost.
Hello?
It's me.
Hello!
I am finally on my lunch break.
Welcome back. Welcome back!
Hey. I tell you, the calls that came in today, while they may be few, they're still incredibly nuts. Found myself in a lose-lose situation this last call.
Are you gonna be okay?
Well, honestly, I wanted to interact more considering that you were drawing my characters today. But yeah, I'll be okay.
Alright, I trust you. Alright, let's... Now, normally I would not be this is a headshot that's supposed to be flats colored, but given the subject for this one, Oh, I have an idea. Okay, so no. Give me that nice blue edge.
I apologize for noises of doggo.
That's okay. No. Close enough. Okay. Very polite, very loving, and also very, very polite, loving dad, and also a scientist. Okay, last one. Last line. Last one. We're almost done with these headshots. I had a feeling I may have to make the eyes a little bit smaller. Just a wee bit smaller. A little bit smaller. Oh, itty bitty bit smaller.
Just make it itty bitty, guys.
There we go. That should do. I hope I did it justice for Alan.
Indeed.
Alright. Peter, for the love of the gods, I'm trying my best to make you work. Why do you refuse to cooperate? Okay.
Oh. Might have to decolor that by hand.
What?
There you go.
Okay, so I need flats of this lad. I need the flats of this lad.
I mean, I gave you something close to flats in one of the references I gave you.
You have. I'm trying to make do with what I can.
I mean, one of the reference. I mean, 2 out of 3 of the references I sent to you are cell shaded.
Well, I'll still make do with what I can because I am a pig-headed, stubborn woman, which makes me very afraid of for the kids that they'll one day inherit that.
Indeed.
Okay. Because I don't know who I got it from when it comes to this pig-headed stubbornness. Was it from my dad? Was it from my mom? I don't know. One of them gave that to me, and
Gave what to you?
Pig-headed stubbornness.
It's your mom. It's definitely your mom.
Thanks for the save and layer check. I just did. Thank you. But when does determination become pig-headed stubbornness is the question.
When it is no longer backed by reason.
You know what? That's absolutely fair.
Anyone who's that stubborn will try and reason their way out of things. In that way, determination and stubbornness are one and the same.
No, I don't really think they're one and the same. Determination is when you have a goal in mind. Stubbornness implies that you refuse to budge on a matter.
Would you not also call someone who's determined on a matter determined or stubborn?
The definition of it. Raven says it is the definition of insanity.
No. Listen, I'm telling you right now, determination is when you are constantly moving forward towards a goal. Stubbornness is when you refuse to budge on something. One involves moving forward, the other involves staying in one place. And you could even consider it like an unstoppable force versus an immovable object. There you go.
Ah, okay. Alright, let me fill in these pukas here. Halukas are very fun to say, and it means hole in Hawaiian.
Aw.
I mean, I guess
It's the lighter. Miki, it's the lighter shade that you want to go for with Peter's hair.
Oh.
Are you taunting?
Yeah, I kind of went.
Oh.
I kind of went overboard on the. I went overboard on the shading with Peter's hair, and I apologize for that.
I thought I grabbed it from the. I thought this was the base color, my guy.
Hold on. Unless my phone is playing tricks on me.
Oh. Oh.
I really need to make a proper reference sheets for my characters at some point in time.
I definitely need to update Newie's character sheet as well, because so much has basically changed since I first made that character sheet. There's no sense of hiding the ASMR mode anymore, and besides, it would be very fun for people to actually have an idea on what to pay attention to, you know?
Yeah. Also, I didn't get to comment on this earlier, but the way you drew Peter here really pulls from the Jotaro-inspired aspect of his character.
It'd be like that, though. I try my best to, you know, make it as accurate as possible for the character when it comes to my art style. I may not get it right all the time, but gosh darn it, I keep trying.
And darn it, that is the way I try to live too.
Okay, I guess I got just about everything. I know, okay, I got just about everything.
Oh, hold on. Was that my wanted poster earlier?
Yes. I'm still working on it, but yes.
Okay, I was gonna say, would you like me to send you some feedback on the hair later?
Mother Teresa's armpit. Oh, man. Yeah.
May I?
Maybe a little later, but okay.
A little later. I don't want to make it a problem now.
You only get 3 free edits, Jay, and afterwards I'll have to continue where I can afterwards.
It's okay. I promise I will not make it an issue. I will just redline it.
You know what? I'm fine. Do what you can. I'll do the best where I can. Oh, maybe there's some.
I'm trying to be nice because I friggin' love you, but at the same time, I want the character to be accurate.
I have yet to put in the glasses if that's what you're asking, as well as the logo. Because, look, I work in this.
It's not the lack of glasses that's the issue. It's the shape of the hair.
Okay, grab a snap of it, make an outline of it, and I'll fix where I can.
Actually, do you mind sending me a screenshot of it? I'm currently out and about with my dog.
Right. Okay, so hold your horses. Hold your horses. Hold your horses. Hold them horses. Oh, you sell a horse, you buy a horse. You sell a horse, you buy a horse. You sell a horse, wench, you buy a horse. I keep going back to that one. Why is it I keep going back to Sorrow TV?
But yeah, I'm on my way back. I will send you the corrections as soon as I can.
Okay. Alright, so that's all them colors. All of them in an orange. Put them all together in one folder. Put them in and put the outline in. And there you go. That's the headshots.
Peter looks really good in your style.
4 headshots in one go. I'm actually happy with this. I'm actually happy with this. Normally,
you should be proud. These are good.
Normally, when it comes to headshots like this, we only have to work with the sketch up and then afterwards work on an emote. But now that I got myself 4 headshots to work on, I had to basically cut corners and actually do the sketching offline. I hope you guys are okay with that little bit of sacrifice, though.
I'm okay with that.
Besides, it's for the sake of efficiency, but but it did, in the end, turn out pretty good.
Indeed.
Okay, so let me actually, fix that right there. Okay, that's all the headshots for today, and the poster will have to wait a little bit later because I don't want to, lose my giblets. So, let's go ahead and see who we can actually raid. Alshio is currently on, then Sokoteki is on. Melly is currently doing, I'm not even sure if Melly is also, on, or let me take a gander real fast. Okay. Okay, yeah, no, she is not. Okay, she's kind of BRBing. She does not count.
Okay.
I think. Okay, we got a little bit of options. We got Scissor Runner, we got Sokoteki, we got Oceanax, we got Banks.
Oh yeah. Oh, you know what? You know what? May I make a recommendation?
Okay.
So it would actually be really good if you raid Sokoteki because both he and Yuki Goomba are trying to do a fundraiser so that she can move.
Oh, sure. Okay, so they can move in together.
Oh.
Well, I don't know about moving in together. That I don't know, but yeah, she needs to get out of her house.
All right, so we're gonna do Innkeeper raid. There's the raid message there, and raid. No, Sokoteki. There we go. I truly do appreciate that you guys came by here today and actually watch this come together. There's no streams tomorrow because I'm taking that day off so I can actually rest, do some planning for the commission stream that's coming up on Thursday and whatnot. But I truly do appreciate that you guys came by here today and see this all come together. So make sure you guys actually rest well afterwards, okay? But until then, may y'all have a good night. May y'all eat well and rest well. And I'll see you guys next time at the Paper Plane Inn. Take care!
Take care.
Bye-bye. Are we off? Are we off the air?
Not yet.
Okay.